What's up, everybody? My name's Parasite. Welcome back to the Jose Mourinho Challenge with Sporting. Today we're taking on Benfica in the Allianz Cup, or Taça da Liga, whichever you prefer, final. And we're taking on Porto. We were going to take on Tottenham in the first leg of the first knockout round, but we made it to the Allianz Cup final, and it's against Benfica. So I felt like I had to show it. It made sense. And it means next episode we can do both legs against Tottenham. The recent results have been pretty good as well. Since that crazy 3-3 draw with Benfica, we've done really well. We've won every single game. Looked like we're having a little bit of a bad run before that Leverkusen match, but we've turned things around. We're playing really well. Started off with the 3-1 win in the Taça de Portugal against Bertimo. 4-0 in the league against Moreirense. Thiago hat-trick. 3-0 against Boa Vista. Carna brace. 2-1 against Portimonense in the Taça de Portugal 6th round. We were 1-0 down at the 86th minute, though, but Luca Carna with 2 late goals sent us through to the next round of the competition. Millicao, 5-1. Pedro Gonçalves with 4. Astor Praia, 4-0. 4 different goal scorers. Aruca, 5-0. 4 different goal scorers, and Thiago with the brace. And then Boa Vista, 2-1 win to send us to this final. So now we're taking on Benfica. I feel like I had to show it because it's Benfica. If it was anyone else, I probably wouldn't bother, but it's Benfica. I want to beat them at every single opportunity. And it means we get to play both Benfica and Porto in an episode. I don't know if we've done that before. We are also near the end of the transfer window, 27th of January. It actually ends after this Porto match, but I think we've done all the business we're going to do. We might do some loanies, but that's about it. We have made some sales, and we have made a signing. The sales, one of them expected, 2, not as much. The one we did expect, Daryl Dike. He wasn't super happy with his game time. He was like 7th choice at this point. We've got better, younger players there, and he didn't have a good year last year, but he was still a really good player for us. $6 million, sold him off for 28.5 after he had 3 really good years here to start his career. I think that's good business. I love Daryl Dike, but it just made sense to move on to this point of his career. He's 28 years old. We've got our sights set elsewhere, so Daryl Dike has left. One we didn't expect, Manuel Ugarte, but we got 45 million, so that was kind of why. I wasn't really planning on selling him, but when Aston Villa came in, I was like, that's good money. And we have plenty of young midfielders, so I was like, yeah. He wasn't happy with his game time either. He kept complaining to me about not getting enough game time to make it into the Uruguay setup. And literally every single week, every single time I'd be able to talk him out of it, but he'd come back every single week with the same thing. So I was like, good God, just get out of the club. So we sold him to Aston Villa for 45 million. And then finally, a player you might not really recognize, Luis Candelo, just a young Colombian right back we signed for 1.1 million. Sold him on for 28 to Wolfsburg. 20 years old, solid player, but didn't really have a position for us. I was hoping he could be a center back, but he hasn't grown at all, and his jumping reach hasn't moved, so he can't really play center back. Doesn't really have the crossing or dribbling or passing or off the ball or anything to play right back, and he can only play defensive midfielder, which we don't use all the time, so there's just wasn't really a path for him to make the starting team, at least for starters or backups. So with that kind of offer, I thought it made sense to sell. The player we did sign could be very important for us. The player I've actually been targeting from the beginning of this offseason. I actually agreed some transfers with Chelsea, but we couldn't agree a contract with him, and we did end up having to kind of cave a little bit and give him more than I'd like, but I think he's going to be a really, really important player for us. $63 million is quite a bit of money, but we did just spend 124, so money is basically no option at this point, and we still made a profit in January, so I think it makes sense. But Nick Cooper is a center back, an English center back. He's really good. He's probably the best under 20 center back in the world, based on the players I know at least. He's just really balanced. I feel like a lot of times with region center backs, they have at least one attribute that's really important. That is absolute garbage. 5 position composure or 8 positioning or 7 marking. Something awful that just makes me not want to use them. But he's just really balanced. He's good at pretty much everything. He's big, 6'4". Not the best passer, but he's still only 19. I'm expected to get to kind of acceptable levels by the time he's 21, 22 years old. And yeah, I really like Nick Cooper, and he could be very important because it's looking very likely that Gonzalo Inacio is going to have to be sold at the end of this season. He's completely unwilling to negotiate with us. His contract runs out at the end of next year. And for the last year, he's been completely unwilling to negotiate. He does not want to talk about a new contract. And no game time that I've given him seems to have changed his mind. So I think we're going to have to sell him, which is kind of why I went with Nick Cooper. Why I made that outlay is because I knew that was probably going to happen. So I needed an option at center back. We don't really have anyone else at the club. Center back's been one of the hardest places for me to find good young talent. but Nick Cooper is definitely that, and so I'm excited to bring him in. Now getting the team for this match. It's mostly full strength, but you do have to have 2 under-21 Portuguese players in the starting 11 in the Taça da Liga, so Alvaro Portero starts up top for us. Solid player for 18 years old. Came through the academy. And then Figueiredo at defensive midfield. Really solid player as well, 19 years old. So I really like him as well. But the rest of the team is pretty strong to kind of compensate. Thiago Encarna up top. Nunez, Tabata in the middle. Berganza gets to start at left back. Lucas Dean might also be leaving. His contract runs out. I would be interested in bringing him back for another year, but he doesn't want another year. He wants another 3 years with a wage rise. He's 35. So that's obviously not happening. So he's probably going to be leaving. So I want to give some more game time to Berganza. Malagusto also just coming back from an injury, so Weigl starts at right back. And Plazzari, thought I'd give him a shot in goal. Another player that's leaving is Eric Dyer. We kind of assumed we weren't going to re-sign him. He's agreed a pre-contract with the Japanese club, I think, Ulsan, or Korean club. I think it's South Korea. Ulsan, so he's going to Asia. Have fun, Eric. He just hasn't played like at all for us. He's really starting to fall off, both technically and physically. So I thought it made sense to just let him hit the pasture. So Eric Dyer is also leaving. But this is a match I really want to win. Obviously, I don't really care too much about the league, the cup itself. Like, it's just, I want to beat Benfica. I like to beat Benfica. I want to beat them at every single opportunity. And what makes it even better? How about doing it in a cup final? First highlight, only about 3 minutes in. It's going to start the free kick. Weigl to take it. And he's going to find Alvaro Portero, the 18-year-old striker playing in, like, I think the under-19s for us this year. And he gets a goal in the Taça da Liga final. Pretty poor defending from Benfica. I mean, just, they completely missed the ball. Portero goes to the back post, taps it into the net. Good finish for a young player. And he actually gives us the lead. After that quick start, basically nothing happened. We've now got a free kick. Probably the last highlight. And it's going to be a save from Odysseus. Tabata, I don't think he scored a single free kick for us all season. Or all my entire time here, even. Not the best free kick taker, but probably should get at least one. He doesn't have a lot of opportunities, I guess. But it's looking like we're going to get to halftime with the 1-0 lead. And, of course, it was Alvaro Portero to give us the lead. I did not really expect that. Not that I didn't think we couldn't get an early goal. I just didn't think it'd be Alvaro Portero. We have absolutely dominated this match so far, though. We should be winning by more. 16 shots, 7 on target to 2-2. Yeah, Benfica haven't even been in this. And it looks like they do have some younger players out there, but still. They're going to have probably their first highlight, looks like, though. Odysseus on the ball. Unless we can win this here, which we definitely can. We don't, though. Alfredo Morelos, they do have a starter out there, but Plazzari, the backup goalkeeper, makes a good save. I wasn't sure exactly who to start between him and Kayai, but Plazzari is a better shot stopper. I thought that'd be more important against Benfica, so gave him the nod today. We got to throw it now. 56th minute. Berganza, just, I don't even know what, like, he was never open. Why does he attempt that? Whatever. Carter Horter on the ball now. See if we can win this back and go on an attack. Tavares is going to find a Cabral. Is that Nuno Tavares, like the Arsenal Nuno Tavares? Why is he playing right wing? I don't know. Call on the ball. Is he a regen? Because I'd never heard of this dude. If he's not, he's just probably not that good. Weigl wins the ball here, though. Good. Carna. Back to Figueiredo. If we get an Alvaro Portero goal and a Luis Figueiredo assist, I won't know what to think. But it's going to be back to Benfica, though. The ball gets intercepted, and they're going to look to play us down this left-hand side. Divock Origi's come in for them. They brought on the big guns. But they're going to look to play it out from the back. Palacios. Nice ball over the top. There's Divock Origi. He's got men getting into the box. He's going to find John. He's coming on as a substitute. Finds a man on the edge of the area. And Facundo Torres. Probably a fully undeserved goal. They have been better this second half, but I mean, we have 16 shots, they have 5. But it's 1-1. Now they've got to throw in 62nd minute. Down this right-hand side. He's got to find Divock Origi again. He's apparently the danger man. He's got the ball. He's looking to pull it back. He's got to find a man. It's Facundo Torres again. Don't let him shoot. Finds Nuno Tavares. Origi, nearly an own goal. Weigl nearly puts it into his own net. But it is still going to be a Benfica corner. I don't know if they really have the players to take advantage of this. And they don't. We headed away. Alvedi, not the tallest center back. Facundo Torres, whatever his name is. Divock. What is going on? Can we not have just one normal game against Benfica where we win? Portero intercepts the ball. Can he get an assist? He should have. Luca Carna's got to do better there. Good save from their goalkeeper, but still, you got to be scoring that. We do have the corner, though. Mateus Nunes to take it. Luca Carna. We don't have Sesko on the pitch right now. He's just coming back from injury as well, so didn't really want to risk starting him today, but we might need to bring him on. Looks like we're about to have a highlight. 81st minute, a free kick for Benfica. I just checked, and if the scores are level after 90 minutes, it goes straight to penalties. So I've actually brought on Sesko. He's a better penalty taker than Portero, and he's a better player than Portero. So I'm hoping he can make a difference. And Pedro Gonzalez, another player we brought on, tries to go from a tight angle. Doesn't stand a chance. He's been in the box. He could have pulled that back to. Definitely probably should have. We are going to see this corner once again, though. We do have Sesko on the pitch now, so we've got a 6'5" dude in the box, but he's not going to win it, and that's going to be the highlight. We are going to get another one, though. 84th minute. Another free kick, and is that a penalty? I think there's a penalty. I think Benfica just won a penalty in the 85th minute. This is always a penalty, so this is definitely a penalty. We need a save from Plazzari. He's not really done much since he's been here. Kind of sold him, or signed him, then sold him, then brought him back for a loss, but he makes a big stop. That's why we signed him back, because he makes stops like that. All right, we've got to highlight. There's 5 minutes of added time. It's going to be another free kick. The last time they had that, it was a penalty, but not this time. Are we going to get another one, or is it just going to go straight to penalties? I have kind of resigned that it's going to penalties. I brought on a bunch of penalty takers. I guess you could make 5 subs in this, so I've made 5 subs. I brought the best penalty takers we have available onto the pitch because it looks like it's going to be going to penalties, and it is. A penalty shootout in the Taça Liga final against Benfica. All right, so it's penalties, and we're going first. Sesko going to be our first taker. Not a guy I really trust on penalties, but I would like to have our better penalty takers a little bit later. That is very dangerous. Hits it off the post. I mean, you could either say one or two things. Either that was the perfect penalty or that was far too close. Origi's going to take their first penalty. Lazari's already saved one, but can't really save that one. Right in the corner. Good penalty from Divock. Up next, I think we've got João Palhinha. Another player, some decent penalty taking. Got brought on basically just for his penalty taking. But I want to make sure 3 and 4 were both really good. So those are our 2 best, actually. But Palhinha with a good penalty himself. 2 in a row. And now we've got our 2 best penalty takers next to take it. If we can get a stop here, we could be in a pretty good position. John's going to take this one. Their second penalty. Plazzari. I already said he already saved one. He saves another. Not a very good penalty from John. Right down the middle pretty much. But Plazzari still had to make the right decision. And he did. Now, Bruno Thiago. I'm not even going to say it. Not going to say what I was about to say. Just watch it happen. He's never missed one for us. And he continues that. Puts it in the back of the net. We take a 3-1 lead. If they don't score this one, we've got Luca Carna, who's a very good penalty taker, who could win it. Is that Harry Winks? It probably is. And he just kind of similar to Benjamin Sesko, off the inside of the bottom of the post. And he keeps him in this. Luca Carna. He doesn't take a lot of penalties for us since he's joined, because Thiago is usually on the pitch as well. But he's a good penalty taker. He's got really good attributes for it, and he shows why. Perfectly into the corner. Very well taken penalty. Those are all of our best penalty takers, though. So I would like a save here. That would be preferable. We do have some players with some decent composure, though. So I don't feel awful if they have to take it, especially to win it. So we'll see. Ricardo Horta's going to take the penalty. He misses, and we win the Taça de Liga. For like, was it like the 4th or 5th time in a year? 5th time in a row? We love this competition, apparently. Oh, that is as close as you can get to missing without actually missing. Off the bottom of the post, of the crossbar, and just barely goes over. But we have a chance to win this now. I think it's Mateus Nunes. I'm pretty sure it's Mateus Nunes. He has like 16 composure, 10 penalty taking, I believe, which isn't amazing, but it is Mateus Nunes to win it for us against Benfica. Big moment for the guy. I wouldn't really want anyone else to take it. I mean, other than players that are better at penalties, but for what he means to this club, been here the entire time, you donkey. Sell him. We still got a transfer window left. I'm going to sell him. I probably shouldn't do that. But they still have to make this one, though. Plazzari, he just wants it all to be about Plazzari. He's Plazzari's like wingman. He's like, let's make this your day. I've had enough, times in the limelight. Let's make this about Plazzari. Will Smallbone is going to take this, apparently. And Plazzari to win it. Of course he does. Mateus knew it. Mateus Nunes knew it. He was like, this is for my buddy Plazzari. He kind of needs this moment. He doesn't start, doesn't play a whole lot. Always kind of looked down upon. Let's give him a big penalty save to win us the Taça de Liga. Is this the 4th year? I don't know if it's 4th or 5th. It's something like that. We apparently are just really good at this competition, even though I don't put out strong squads for it, like ever. Like, this is the strongest squad I think I've ever put out for this competition. But we win it again. I'll take another trophy.
Congratulations, Ryan. What does it mean to win the Taça da Liga?
I'm mostly happy for our fans. They cherish these moments more than anyone else.
That was a really impressive performance even considering your recent form, right?
I feel like we played pretty well. I would have liked to see that performance turn into more goals, but that's a tough competition out there, and they wanted this as much as we did. I guess we've won this competition so many times I lost count. We actually didn't win it last year. We didn't actually make it to the finals. Benfica knocked us out in the semifinal in a penalty shootout. Well, we got one over on them this time. That makes it 4 out of 5 years. I'll still take it. And it's also a double. We've won the Super Taco over Benfica. Now we won the Taça da Liga over Benfica. Awesome. All right, Portugal Hall of Fame. Another win. Plizari, man of the match. Mateus Nunes, he's got your back, buddy. Well done, Plizari. 2 penalties, 3 penalty saves, actually. 1 in the game and then 2 in the penalty shootout. Good performance. All right, we've got Porto in 4 days now. We probably still going to be resting some starters because I want to play as strong a squad as possible. Even though we are at home, Porto are still a good team and we need to take them seriously. All right, well, we're back to play Porto and things are a little bit busy. We are currently right in the middle of transfer deadline day and not a lot is going on other than basically every team in Europe wanting basically every single player we have under contract. Fun. We have actually sold a player though. A region we signed a couple of years ago. Johannes Larsson to Genk for $10 million. I mean, I think he's really underrated. I really like his attributes. But at the end of the day, he's not played a lot for us. And when he has played, he's not done a lot. His contract is running out at the end of next year. He wasn't willing to sign a new deal. I thought this is probably the best money we could get for him. So I thought it made sense to sell him. He hasn't really played for us. So it's not a massive loss. A little bit of a shock business, though. I guess Lucas Dean is staying for another year. Like I said, he hadn't got a single offer for into contract for the entire transfer window. And transfer deadline day started and a bid from Newcastle came in. And then he was like, hey, you know, that 1-year deal on the same amount of money, that sounds pretty good. Yeah, Newcastle, nah. I'll take 1 year on the same amount of money I'm on. I don't need a pay rise. I don't need 3 years. That's all good. So he's back for another year. I mean, I think it's good. He's still, like, his attributes are still good. His physicals haven't completely fallen off a cliff yet. They might next year, but you know what? He's been good for us. I don't think we can get a better player right now. So another year of Lucas Dean, I'm okay with that. So he's coming back. And that's about it for the business, though. So when it comes to the lineup, actually, before we get there, I forgot to mention at the beginning of the episode, we've got a couple of award winners as well. We got the beginning of January. They gave out all these awards, and we've won a couple. What is it? Luca Carna won Best Under-21 Men's Player. I think Bruno Thiago won it last year, so that's pretty cool. Back-to-back winners of the Best Under-21 Men's Player. And we also won a European Golden Boy. The first one we have won in my time here. And it was won by Giovanni Herrazzo. The goalkeeper, Giovanni Herrazzo. I don't think I've ever seen a goalkeeper win European Golden Boy. But, like, I'm not pulling it. He legitimately won European Golden Boy. Giovanni Herrazzo won European Golden Boy as a goalkeeper. I've never seen that. So, like I said, this is our first one. And the save, it's been Bellingham, Musa, or Mukoko. First region is Linertz, who's, I don't know how this guy won it. He's not good. Like, he's exceptionally not good. How did he win European Golden Boy? Eder Hernandez, who is actually pretty good. Schroeder, who is actually pretty good. And then Giovanni Herrazzo. So that was really cool. And yeah, it just proves what I kind of already knew. He's really freaking good. Like, his development has been insane. Like, absolutely insane. Like, the big knock on him, like, last year was he wasn't an amazing shot stopper. Well, he now has 16 reflexes, 15 one-on-one, 17 agility, 18 anticipation, 16 positioning, 17 command of area, 16 communication. He's nuts. He's absolutely nuts. I did not expect him to be this good. And he's 20. Like, dude, Giovanni Herrazzo is a stud. And he's starting today, of course. The rest of the team we're going with, pretty strong. I think it's basically our first team. Carna, Thiago, Gonzalez does start. Sesko, not fully fit. Only recommended 45 minutes. And Gonzalez has scored a goal in the last 4 games he started. So, you know what? I'll start him again. In the midfield, we've got Gonzalez, Nunez, and Polina. Digne starts at left back. Gusto at right back. Again, he says that you can only play 45 minutes, but he's really good, so I'm going to start Malo Gusto. Ruan and Nacio at center back, and then Harazo, the European golden boy, in net. Been a pretty uneventful start to this game. Neither team really taken hold of the game so far. Only like 4, I guess that's maybe 5 shots so far. 20 minutes in, and that's the first highlight. You got another one, though. 29 minutes in now. It's going to be a goal kick for Porto. They're going to look to play it out from the back. They're going to go long. See if we can win this. We're usually pretty good at winning these and going on an attack. Ruan heads it down to Bruno Thiago. Actually, I think I need to change my speed. I made it slower for the penalty shootout. All right, let's go. Now, Luca Carna finds Lucas Dean. Thought it seemed weird. Lucas Dean on the ball. See if he can celebrate his new contract with an assist. Gonzalez heads it down to Pedro Gonzalez. He doesn't quite get the assist, but he gets the hockey assist. I'll take it. And Oscar Gonzalez, we put some faith in him starting him today, and he repays that with an assist. And Pedro Gonzalez gets yet another goal. All right, 34 minutes, another highlight. And it's going to be another goal kick. This last one worked out pretty well for us, but Gusto misses the header there. They don't have much support in the box just yet, though. He's going to hold it up. He's going to find Tony Martinez, and he nearly scores. Looks like he hit the crossbar. Otherwise, that probably would have nestled in the back of the net. We've got a deep free kick now. Ruan, near post. I think he's on. I'm pretty sure he's on. Lucas Dean didn't get his assist earlier. I think he just got it. Give this to us, please. I would very much like this. Oh, okay, never mind. I'm an idiot. But we've got a corner. Tejas Nunes to take it, and it's going to be headed away. Couldn't quite find a player in the box, and I think we're just about to get it. Pedro Gonzalez just picks it up. João Polina. It's going to go all the way back to European golden boy, Giovanni Harazo. Ruan into Polina. Up for Lucas Dean. Looks like Nick Cooper's not going to be making his live comm debut today. He's not even on the bench for this one. I thought I need a little bit stronger bench, so I put Franjic on there. He did actually score a goal in his legitimate debut, though. His first start, he got a goal. So that was cool. So it looks like we're going to have time 1-0 up, but it should definitely be more. Similarly to that Benfica match, we have absolutely dominated this first half, but still only a 1-goal advantage. About 60 minutes in. I'd like another one of those goal things, please. Please and thank you. But it's going to be Porto on the ball, and they're going to look to attack. Pinto plays the ball through. He's going to get taken down. Lucas Dean. He celebrates his new contract by giving up a penalty. Awesome. Way to go, Lucas. I definitely really love that 1-year extension right now. Harazo, prove you're better than Plazzari. He saved 3 in the last game. So surely you can save this one. You're a better goalkeeper. We just can't concede penalties, apparently. Another penalty save. The 4th in 2 games. Now Porto are going to have a deep free kick. They're going to head this back to Tony Martinez. We're going to win this. João Polina. Not the ideal person you want starting the break, but it's going to find its way to Bruno Thiago. He's got men arriving in the box. He's got to hold it up. He's going to find Luca Carna. Back to Tejas Nunes. Pedro Gonzalez. Already scored a goal. And Gonzalez. He got an assist, and now he's got a goal. I mean, I have too many good strikers now. I can't start Gonzalez, Sesko, Thiago, and Carna. I don't think any of them can play a position other than striker. So how do I make this work? Because I want to start them all. They're all in really good form, and they're really good players. Looks like we got that 2-goal advantage. We're happy to see the game out. We do have one final highlight, I'm sure. And I'd take another goal, and it could be. Gonna find Gonzalez. He's looking for another. He's got he's got a goal and an assist, and he nearly had another one, but this might be a Bruno Thiago goal. I don't know. That was really weird. That was a really weird kind of animation, so I'm not actually sure what that was. Was Thiago offside, or... Let's see this. I have no idea what to expect. Okay, it's disallowed goal. Let's see this. I need to see this again, actually. Bruno Thiago apparently was offside. Let's see this. Gonzalez, the slide tackle comes in, and I guess Sesko was offside. Thiago definitely wasn't. Sesko must have just slightly been offside. But ultimately, it doesn't look like it's going to matter. We are going to have another highlight, but I don't think they're going to score 2 goals in 1 highlight. So I think we're good. We might score 1, though. Sesko, he's come on as a sub. Needs a little bit of game time. Bruno Thiago has a chance to put it in the back of the net. Is he offside again? Don't give him another offside. He's already scored 1 goal that you've stolen from him. At least give this one to him. He had 40 goals last year. He wants to match that this year. And that's going to help. We do get the 3rd goal. How many times are we going to see this? Sesko, back to Gonzalo. Can't even see it. What's the point, game? Can't even see it. I can see lines, but they mean nothing to me. All right, I see this game out. And that's full time. A dominant 3-0 victory. They got more into it in the second half. We still didn't put enough of our shots on target, but you know what? We we scored the ones we needed to. We got the win. 5 half chances, 2 clear-cut chances. We are playing really well right now. So Lucas Dean, to celebrate his new contract, gets man of the match, even though he gave away a penalty. Hopefully he can do more of that. Not the giving away a penalty things, the player that matches things. In his next 2 years here, and probably last 2 years here, I doubt we're going to keep him for another year. I truly expect his physicals to nosedive next year, but I still think he's good enough. Even with 11, 12s and pace and acceleration, he can still be pretty good for us. Hopefully that's the case. That was a really good episode, though. Beat both Benfica and Porto back-to-back. That doesn't happen very often. The Benfica match wasn't super impressive. Went to penalties, but we were the much better team at a neutral site, and we pretty much smashed Porto. They didn't really look like scoring for the most part. Next up, we've got Tottenham. No other huge matches coming up. Some mid-table Premier Liga sides should be okay against that. And then Braga in the Taça Portugal semifinal, first and second leg. Again, not a competition I'm super worried about. If I have the ability to play strong squads, I will. If I don't, I won't. I'm more focused about the Champions League. And even though it is Tottenham, you know, they're not Liverpool, they're not Man City, they're not, you know, in this game, Manchester United, but they're still good. Like, we still have to be playing well if we're going to get the win over these 2 legs, and we definitely need to get this win over 2 legs. If you made it this far, why don't you like the video, subscribe, and click the bell? The links to all my socials and my Twitch are in the description. I really appreciate all your support. Thank you all for joining me, and I'll see you next time.